Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to the viewers, to the judges, and to all the participants. So today I would like to present my research paper titled Demographic Characteristic of Gamification in Malaysia. So before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Wan Hashim Rizal Nur Bakar from Sultan Ahmad Shah Pahang Islamic University, UNIMSAS. So let's go to the introduction. The emergence of COVID-19 has made significant impact on the education industry. So following the impact of COVID-19, the government has decided to impose a lockdown. So from there, the education industry in this country changed, with educators and institutions beginning to conduct online classes. So in Malaysia, the education sectors has begun to use e-learning. Many educational institutions are looking for the best way to deliver course material online, engage students, and conduct evaluation. So to increase a student engagement, educators have used e-learning tools such as ebook, video conferencing, and games. Gamification, according to Aris et al. 2020, is an educational approach that aims to motivate and influence student learning behavior in order to achieve learning outcomes. Gamification also have recently been recognized as an effective user engagement tool with application in online education. For example, Kahoot and Quizizz are two applications that can be easily configured and used in a variety of subjects, allowing for the incorporation of game element into classroom with a very minimal effort. So the problem statement of my research is the utilization of synchronous is not fully utilized yet. As a result, some of lecturers are still practicing e-learning like face-to-face lecture. For example, same-time lecture, according to Sheffield and Norprianti 2021. A quarter of the teachers surveyed agree the game component in learning management system have negative implication. Also, it stated that the amount of research on teachers' perspective on this matter are still lacking, according study by Alapsi 2018. Only a small percentage of teachers, 11.3%, use gamification on a regular basis in their courses, although teachers' attitude towards gamification is positive and high. And lecturers do not fully utilize the interaction features in Moodle to collaborate with students, according study by Go et al. 2014. So my research objective is to identify the active role in explaining the intention to use gamification among lecturers in Pahang Private University. So the methodology, I use 5 Likert scale, starting from 1, which is strongly disagree, up to 5, strongly agree. And I use probability sampling with using simple random sampling because I have the sampling frame, and according to Cressy and Morgan table, a total of 80 respondents should be involved in the study, but only 76 respondents answering the survey. So during MCO, we do a face-to-face survey and online platform, and we use Google Form as a platform to distribute questionnaire because from 76 respondents answering the survey, uh, there are certain respondents during that time positive COVID-19, and to do a descriptive statistic analysis, we use IBM SPSS 2000 to 2026. So this is the result and the finding. There were 30 males and 44 female respondents, and most of the respondents were between 31 until 40 age group, which is 42.1%, and the remaining were 41 and 50 age of group. So the majority of respondents earn a master, followed by degree and PhD holder. In terms of experience in higher education, 48.7% respondents have more than 10 years experience, followed by more than 5 years experience with 18.4%. And the respondent uh, who have more than 5 years experience in this private university is 65.8%, and then 21.1% have worked at this private university for more than 2 years, which is permanent employees outnumbers the contract employees with 76.1%, and the contract employee is 32.9%. In comparison, 53.9% of respondents have experience using gamification in teaching and learning, while others have no experience. And Quizizz and Kahoot are the most popular apps used among the respondents. And then lastly is 41.5% are not using gamification apps in teaching and learning. So we can see the table 1. This is the demographic tables. So we can see here the age, gender, education level, experience in higher education, experience in this private university, the employment status, the academic administrator position, the department, the experience of using gamification, and the apps they've been used in teaching and learning. So go to the discussion. Like I said before, Quizizz and Kahoot are the gamification apps that user use the most according to the study result. And this result can also demonstrate the rise in popularity of gamification in recent years, as can be seen more than half of respondents at the private university in Pahang use gamification apps in their classes. And cross-sectional study carried by Abdin and Al-Biladi 2021 found that gamification, also known as game-based learning, is gaining popularity in educational institutions where it used to promote training, help students develop their problem-solving abilities, and improve the learning process. And this result also need to be careful as a mean, because there are some things that could be done better, particularly in terms of sampling. And like I said before, it is impossible to generalize the result to this study to the entire population, because the numbers of respondent we should achieve is 80 respondent, but we only get 76 respondents, so that the result cannot be generalized to the entire population. So I think that's all for today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.